I'm Melo Da Don, and we tuned in to Cloudy Conversations.
Welcome back to another episode of Cloudy Conversations. It's your girl Big T with today's guest, rapper Melo Da Don. We thank you for sitting down and talking with us today.
Always, you know.
Now, for the people who may not know you, just tell me a little bit about yourself.
You mean I'm 19. My name Melo Da Don. I'm from the Burg, the South 13th Street. That's my Instagram. Go follow me on that, John. You mean real trench, baby. You mean.
So you were born in Harrisburg, South Side to be exact. So what was it like for you growing up here?
Everything was everything. I was like, I knew a lot was going on, but when you were young, you kind of want to turn a blind eye to all the wrong shit that you see going on in your life. But when that shit that's like the normal to you. Like you kind of like grow up real fast.
So do you come from a big family?
Not for real. I mean, yeah. My dad got a lot of siblings, so I got a lot of cousins. My mom got four brothers, so kind of. But I only had 3 siblings growing up.
And were you close with them?
I mean, yeah, for the most part, but we all kind of far in age, so they was all like people I looked up to rather than we really being siblings because they was so much older than me. Except my sister. Me and my sister was like we grew up. We only 3 years apart. Both my brothers is like 7 and 9 years apart.
Okay, so you're the youngest.
Yeah, I'm the baby.
So, with there being such like a big age gap in the household, and besides you and your sister, do you feel like you kind of wish you guys were closer in age, or do you like having them as a role model to look up to?
Nah, I feel like them being so far apart, like it was like a side step parent kind of role, cause it's like I could watch them do wrong from right to at a young age and realize like that wasn't my only source of adult to look up to in the household. Cause to me, like me being so young, they look like adults to me. They all look grown, so I'm going to follow what they see, and I'm going to try to right all their wrongs and follow from what not to do.
Definitely understand that. Now, I seen in another interview, you said that you actually graduated from high school when you were 16.
Yeah.
So, would you say school is something that you enjoyed?
Fuck now. I ain't go. Bro, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, it was like on some shit. The reason why I graduated early, because I got tired of always worrying about where the fuck I'm going to school the next year. It was a lot of shit going on, so I ended up moving down south with my aunt in 11th grade and shit. But my birthday at the end of the school year, that's why I was 16 and shit. You mean? So I was just like, I'm already in the mix. I'm trying to get money. I already had shit up here. So I'm just trying to hurry up and get out of school so I can get back up here and do what I gotta do, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what that was. Like, I think since like 3rd grade, I only been to school on the first day of school like 4 times. Like, it was always some shit going on.
So, even though you may have not enjoyed school, you obviously were intelligent enough to graduate and finish kind of rather early. And you even said that you got accepted to like 5 or 6 top schools in the nation. So
yeah, for a fact. Like, all the top HBCUs in Kentucky and USA.
Accepted you, like, was there any like scholarship offers, food rides, or like?
Not no food rides, but all them schools I got academic scholarships for. You be I think the school that was giving me the most money was either Kentucky or Howard. Howard was giving me them racks, but HBCUs cost that bag. So even them giving me all them racks, I still would have had to pay a whole bunch of shit out of pocket.
So is that kind of what really deterred you from even considering taking that option?
I mean, it was really like I said, I ain't want to go to school to begin with. I didn't want to go to college. I wanted, like I said in the other interview, since 7th grade, I was like, I gotta get rich. So school was not really something I would look forward to. Like I said in the other joint too, I was applying to schools just to shit on niggas, just to prove Like, nigga, I'm gonna do everything and I'm gonna do everything and be great at it. Like, just stunting on niggas on some shit. I was really just stunting on niggas. Like, nigga, I'm gonna be that nigga that's getting money and rapping and nigga, I go to school if I want to. Y'all niggas don't really got that luxury. Like, that's what it was. I ain't gonna hold you.
So when you end up graduating down south, okay, after that, was there a situation like, did you have more credits because you were coming from up north, or like, cause
Nah, it was on some shit like I went down there. I was like, I'm trying to graduate early. Like, what I gotta do? So they put me in this little program, and then I got all my junior year credits the first part of the school year. And then when cause I came up here during Christmas break, and then when I came back down there, like they had all my classes, and I was a senior type shit.
So then after you graduated, even though you got accepted to school, did you know like right away you weren't going to take them acceptance joins, or you was like, I'm going to take a year off and see what I can do?
Nah, it was more so like, I don't really know. It was more so like, cause I graduated 2020, so that's when Corona first started.
Oh shit.
So it was more so like, Corona really put that shit. Or I was like, yeah, I'm not about to
be on school online.
I'm not about to be stressing myself out trying to get into college paying 20, 30 rags just to sit on a computer. So that really was like the end goal. But I was up here from the time they like canceled school. I was up here that whole time until graduation. I only went back down there for that week of graduation. And then, soon as graduation was over, I had get back up her shit.
So, you also mentioned in that other interview that you had caught a charge, like pretty much right before your 18th birthday, which is pretty much kind of right after you graduated. So, did that affect you in any way as well with the college decision?
Nah, cause like I said, I graduated at 16, so I turned 17 like the week of graduation, and then my birthday in May. So I think I got booked like right after I had a video shoot with Louis. I got booked the next day. I don't remember what date. It was either the end of April. So I was booked for my 18th birthday. I'm thinking I'm coming home mad as shit. I'm talking crazy to the staff and all that, cause I want to go home, bro. I was miserable in that gym.
That's your first time like getting booked in.
Yeah, like the other shit I had, and I was like in like 10th grade, I was on papers and shit, but I ain't never had to go to court or nothing for it. They just put me on probation for that shit, and I was on probation for like a few months, and I ended up going down south. So they let me off early.
And with this situation, it was like, you had to like really sit down for a second, or you had to wait till your bail came?
I go hold you. If they push my court date back, I was going to do a little bit. The judge wasn't trying to hear what I was talking about, but they ended up switching me to a white judge, and he like took that school shit into account, and was like he seen I was going to do the right shit. So that kind of put him in a that kind of put me in a good spot. So he let me shake right.
And because you were still technically a juvenile at that time, so were they trying to charge you as an adult, or?
But all the old heads I talked to, like all the adults, they was like, mine was my first gun charge, so it should have been a misdemeanor. So I really shouldn't have no felonies on my record at all. But I think because I ended up getting an escape felony too, because they chased me for like 3 blocks. But I had got caught in the backyard, and it was a tree that fell down in the backyard, so I ain't had nowhere to go. I was mad as shit. Man, I hopped all them fences and shit. I almost jumped in the trash can. I should have really did that shit. But, yeah. So, really, it wasn't they was trying to charge me as an adult. It was just so many shootings and shit going on with teens and shit at that time. And me getting caught with the type of joint I got caught with. Like, the pipe I got caught with was, like, some shit where it's, like, they can't really get me. So, he was really on some shit, like...
trying to really...
Put niggas under the bus. He wasn't gonna give me nothing crazy, but I would have definitely said damn. But I guess the white judge, he seen some leniency or whatever the word is.
No, definitely. Yeah, and that benefited you in Helped you out. So what did you learn from that experience? Like, especially with it being your first time. Like you said, it was the day after your video shoot. You focusing on pushing your career.
And then that shit happened. Yeah, it was like, it's not like I got booked doing no nothing I was doing. I got booked moving like a young boy, like the same shit I call my little cousins and call my young boys. And I'd be like, bruh, don't be moving like why is you moving like that? Like you doing way too much, bruh. That's the same way I got booked. Like, it wasn't no reason. It's 95 degrees out. If I'm going to be wearing all black with a hoodie and a ski and some gloves on, why do I got the gun sitting in my hoodie pocket?
Yeah.
So it was just really me moving like a young boy. But what I had to go do, it was like I was lit. I was out the drugs or whatever, so I was already tired. So I just was moving fast, trying to get that shit out the way, and that shit bit me in my ass.
So kind of, I guess the lesson in that is to
practice what you preach.
Yeah,
nigga. Practice what you preach.
Turn around and, like you said, bit you in the ass, but then that school shit kind of saved you in the turnaround time. Yeah,
for a fact.
Do you think that not going to school was the right decision?
I mean, at the moment, it was. You mean, cause I was having my way with shit. So, not to say I'm not still having my way with shit, but like, you know, everybody, when you in the mix of shit, like everybody got that run, like that 6-month run or that year run, where like everything, and that was my run. Like, so if I could, I would make the same decision. So, I don't know. You got how to take that, but I made the same decision again.
I mean, like you said, you kind of always knew school wasn't something that you wanted to do. You just did it to get it out the way.
Yeah, I was just good at it.
Were you good at anything else, like sports or anything?
Yeah, I mean, I used to play sports. I used to hoop, run track, and box. I was really nice with the track shit, but I was always getting injured from basketball. Like, I dislocated my knee like hella times, so that kind of put all that other shit to the side.
Like, you were playing like for the schools, like competitively?
Yeah.
Damn. So, dislocated the same knee every time?
Yeah, my right kneecap. Damn. The first time that happened, it was summer league in like, I don't know, it was like 2016, 2017. You know what I mean? And then that shit happened every year after that too. 10th grade, and I quit. That was it.
And were you like good in sports, like to the point like you could have got a scholarship for that, or like you just like I'm decent? Like,
nah, I ain't gonna say all that. Like, with track, probably on some real shit. Probably with track. With the basketball shit, I don't really know about the hoop and shit.
So that's probably why it was easy for you just to walk away from. Like, I'm not about to keep getting injured and.
Yeah, because it was like track season. You know, track season right after basketball season. I got hurt the end of basketball season. Nigga had to wear a whole leg brace for 2 months. Yeah, mind you, I'm in the mix of shit. So me going to parties or me trying to do what I'm doing with it, they like, I'm real identifiable. They're like, oh, the nigga that be limping everywhere. Like,
it's not gonna be out.
You mean, so that shit really wasn't what it was hitting for.
So at what point did you decide to do music?
Right before I turned 16, I was at my bro crib on 420. 2019, 2018, whatever year I was 15 before 16, but I said 15, but I'm talking about something 15 before 16. You know what I mean, though, but you mean they playing some ass shit. I'm like, this joint got like 2 million views, 1 million views. I'm like, if cuz gonna really be lit like that shit ass, I could get lit. So.
And at that point, have you ever created something? You ever rapped? Like, you just seen an ass nigga like, I can do this better?
Yeah, bro. That's really how it was. But mind you, that's 420. So my birthday the next month. You mean my 16th birthday? I throw a telly. We go to like 3-4 parties and shit. I wake up the next day with my bro in the telly. I'm like, yo, bro. I'm like, bro, I'm about to go to the stew. So, you mean, I posted a buck. I'm like, yo, who trying to slide to the stew with me? With the little eye emoji. And then, you mean, niggas texted me and shit. We went to the stew. That's what it was.
So, did you have a natural talent, or you feel like you like growing into your sound?
I grown into my sound. I would say I had a natural talent in the sense that, like, I could write a good song and put shit together, but like as far as me recording and shit, like I had to get comfortable. Like you mean I still be self conscious sometimes. Like it take me a minute, or it take a lot of people saying like that shit crazy for me to really like the song.
So you do? How often do you like what you're producing?
I always like what I'm saying. It just be a matter of do I like how I sound on the drum. Cause I be talking in shit like, and then sometimes like until like I grow into liking the song, I'll be like, okay, I'll be listening to like, oh yeah, I'm talking that shit, but I just won't play it cause I don't like how it's saying.
You don't like how it sounds, like you're not giving enough in the booth, like you ain't performing it well, or you just
sometimes I just don't like my voice.
Yeah, that was my problem when I first started like watching the podcast back when I'm like, oh, I can't watch this. Why do I sound like that? Like this is crazy. Like nobody ever told me this is what my voice sounds like. But for once you get over that self-conscious and thinking too much, you're like, oh no, like you said, this shit's fire for real. Like, cause
sometimes I be like, damn, maybe I should be a ghostwriter. Cause I be like, damn, I'm like, nigga, if I get just a bro, I get this nigga, like that should probably go up.
So are you writing your songs or you're punching in?
It depends. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, most of my melodic shit and like my shit that be on like Detroit style beats, I be punching in. But like when I be on some storytelling shit, like I usually write the hook, maybe the first verse. But I ain't really write full songs since like 2019, 2020 when I first started rapping. I feel like everything more authentic whenever you freestyle.
Yeah, a lot of people have been saying that I interview that they prefer to punch in because they feel like it's giving them a better energy opposed to trying to write it down and go in the booth and remember what you said or read it off the pad. But do you find like you produce better quality when you take the time to at least write the hook in the first verse, or when you punch in it really gives it that?
It depends on the amount of time I have. Like I really don't try to book less than 3 hours at a time, but if I know I'm only going there to like really do some music I want to put on a tape type shit, I'm gonna try to have as much shit written as possible. Just cause I know I'm not in no rush to come up with like the content for the song, and it can be more meaningful cause I can write it whenever, and I'm not in no rush to like make some shit sound good, or I'm not in no rush to just put something together cause I'm about to run out of time. Yeah.
So you'll, even if the song's not complete, you'll just like tell them we'll work on that the next session. Like don't try to rush it and mix it or master it. Like I want to.
Nah, what I say in a rush, I mean more like I'm not in a rush to write nothing. Cause like I said,
when you go to the studio, like what's the vibe you need in order to set the scene? Like when the guys is with you, like
when the guys is with me. Shit, bro. I only be recording with like one engineer for my man's Rico. He already know what kind of artist I am, so you mean we put the beats on, get the work in.
Man, you didn't post on Facebook or something.
Don't come to my crib.
Yeah.
You know this is every Sunday. I'm sorry. Maybe you should let this a part of the thing. They was doing it anyway.
That's the nigga I want to say.
Whoa.
This was a relic.
yeah.
Barry, you don't know
What you asked me? You asked me. Oh, the move.
We're talking about the studio vibe.
Nah, Rico just. I'll give Rico the beats and we get straight to work. Like everything come natural. Like niggas roll up when they ready to roll up. You mean I'ma start drinking. If I got a cup in that joint, whatever it's gonna be, the wacky or the lit, I'ma pour that whenever I get ready. But I don't got no whole routine. Like I just try to get shit professional.
Who is that? I'm not by myself. Now what is talking to you?
I'm sure that for these shit.
Check first. Who is it?
Who is locking the door before?
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry.
You good, gang?
I know all this was going on bad.
Okay.
But nah though. You mean like I said, me and Rico get straight to work. I ain't gonna hold you. Like me and bro hold each other to a certain criteria. Like we not gonna go on no fucking random shit.
And how long have you been working with him? Like, did you have to go through engineers to figure out that's who you need to be fucking with?
It's not like I was searching for bro. I was fucking with the boy Bailey for a minute across the river in Lemoyne. Me and him put out a couple of hits. I ain't gonna hold you. But yeah, me and Rico had hit me whenever I first came home with some shit. My young boy show shit. He had something in my shit. And then the nigga Rico hit me, he like, bro, your video hard as shit, gang. Woo woo, let's work. And he had a home studio. So you mean, bro start pulling up on me and shit. And we been locked in. Almost like a year now. Almost like a year now.
So you've been releasing a lot of singles and some visuals since like 2019, but you haven't put out any official project. Is there a reason for that?
2019, I just started rapping. I was still Ash. 2020, 2020, I was really focused on graduating and getting money. So like, as you can see in 2020, I think I only dropped like 3 or 4 songs. 2021, when I really started turning up, you mean I had ran up enough money to actually promote my music. Like, I always said if I was gonna rap, I'm gonna go all the way in with this shit. So you mean?
So were you already knowing about like the importance of marketing and how to have your videos look a certain way, and even with the graphic art and shit like that?
I started doing my research as I started rapping. I think I did my first interview rapping, or my first fucking like blog post or whatever, like 2 months after I started rapping. So you mean once that all started, that's when I first started like learning how shit go and how shit work. You gotta put money behind that shit, or that shit not gonna pop.
And you've been moving around a lot, like doing different interviews, live performance, like in the lounge and stuff, and putting yourself just on different platforms. But are you starting to be like more mindful of what you're promoting and like the images that you see in the videos?
Yeah, for a fact. I've been like that since the start. Like you see my videos don't never really had too many glockies or too many pipes and shit in their joints, you mean? Or I always say, bro, I'm not incriminating myself for no rap career, because I'm an upstanding citizen and I would not want the police to get the wrong image about me.
I'm gonna say, because they make replica them little airsoft guns, prop money.
Oh yeah, like, shout out Louis too. Louis got a connect on the prop house, you mean? So Louis
That's
definitely. That's what I'm saying,
because you fucking with Louis, so I already know how he's coming.
Yeah, Louis definitely be official tissue. Louis don't even play like that. You mean we come correct and legal all the time.
Definitely. Especially because, you know, the city we live in and it's small, and I just always wanted to ask niggas who's rapping like, do you think about that when you go in the studio?
The
like,
city way too fucking small to be really snitching on yourself. We don't got the luxury of big cities where it be like 1,000. Excuse me. We don't got the luxury of big cities where it be like 1,001 gangs and shit, or 1,001 rappers and shit. Like, you mean it's only a select few of us and a select few people that's really in the mix. So you mean they pay attention to all that shit.
Especially if you're popular and your music is making waves, like. Because I'm gonna say your videos definitely gaining traction. I think the one was at 8K. I checked.
Yeah, for a fact. That joint on some real shit though. That joint did 7K first week, and then I had to take that joint down because niggas told my PO on me.
Damn.
He called me. I was OT. He called me talking about
something. So you already had a situation where it was like.
He called me talking about something. Oh, you playing with me? Oh, bro. He called me talking about something. Oh, you playing with me? He like, yeah, someone showed my superior or whatever the fuck. I don't know what the word was, but the nigga that's above him, not an interview, a music video, woo. You mean, he ain't say take it down, but I'm already like, that's a bad job. That was a bad job, and then, you mean, I ain't put that job back up till I got I got off papers and shit, you hear me?
Moving smart. So, what's the plan now? Like, can we expect a project to come? Are you working on something?
Yeah.
Like,
They doing about 85% done already on some shit. I got a lot of shit to announce coming with it though. I got some shit in the tuck.
you have a name for it?
Can't say too much. You just gotta tune into the gram. You mean Twitter. We gonna get y'all a lot of information coming for the tape. Perfect.
So when it comes to you creating videos, like we already mentioned, you work with Louis, and I guess he's your preferred director to collaborate with. Would you like send a song to him and be like, bro, I need you to come up with a concept, or you got a vision and you're like,
When I first locked in with him and shit, I sent him like 7 songs. Cause I only had him for one video. But the first 2 songs that like, yeah, me, he fucked with them John, so he gave me a deal. I was like, bro, both these shits go crazy. Like, we can shoot them for this rate. Woo. And we can book these dates out for us to shoot at, and then the payment dates. Yeah, we went from there.
so are you looking to like get signed, or are you okay with keeping it independent as long as checks are coming in?
I stay independent if I get to the point where like I'm distro kid checks or whatever, or shows or whatever. Like if I get enough traction independently where I'm making enough money that I want to make to really do everything I want to do, I stay independent. But if the right label come calling and that big rate, I ain't gonna hold you. You mean if it ain't no 360 deal or they want all my masters or nothing crazy like that, you mean we could work something out. They gotta be
That
right
was
there.
my next question. Are you mindful of like what that deal would come with? Like if they want to take your masters, or they only offering 50,000 on the front, like what do you consider your worth? Like
That's not what it's hitting for. 50 beans up front, I can make 50 beans. I mean,
yeah, working
anything.
at a job, sure can.
For a fact, definitely working at a job. You mean you gotta just know how to invest and how to stack your shit.
Yeah.
But
Investing,
yeah,
flip some houses.
you funny as shit talking about some flip some houses. Nah, for a fact though, if you do everything right, I mean you can stack that. Anything I feel like is attainable for me within a year, I wouldn't take on no deal.
Mm-hmm. And would you sign to like another artist? Because I feel like one big thing that's been going on lately is like besides like artists exposing the labels for doing them dirty, it's like how I'm supposed to sign to you if you ain't even getting your work from the nigga that you signed to.
Nah, for a fact, I don't think I really signed to no other rapper unless they was like a real OG and really had a sense of what they was doing with the music for other artists, and if they had a good track record. I definitely do my research. If everything was everything, I'm not signing no deal, like I said.
So who are some of the people who influenced you musically?
Musically, I say when I first started, it was definitely A Boogie and Polo G.
Okay.
But now, today, I don't feel like I sound like nobody. But I feel like as far as my subject matter and what like I try to like emulate, I feel like not even emulate, cause I don't try to rap like nobody, but like
Who was relatable?
yeah, like as far as we got similar styles, I feel like definitely Dirt and the Bull, some Atlanta niggas like the Bull, Nudo 5 and Baby and the Bull Lil Key. Like I feel like we all got similar content as far as our music go.
That's
But-
not a bad group.
Yeah.
So what can fans expect from you musically? Like you said, you can do the drill, but you're kind of more melodic.
I feel like, especially for this upcoming tape, you're just gonna hear a lot of you're gonna hear a lot of mix of everything. Like you're gonna hear the bag music, you're gonna hear the get money music, you're gonna hear the melodic shit. You're gonna hear me on the drill scene. You're gonna hear everything you expecting, every mood you wanna feel, you gonna feel that on the tape. I'm even having some shit for the bitches, I ain't gonna hold you. You mean we gonna do everything with that drum. That drum gonna be sturdy.
Yeah, that just made me think of that IG post you had put up, we was talking about how they had took down when you had posted you really in King of Diamonds, them going crazy. Like,
Yeah, they took my shit down. We was just talking about that.
that's crazy.
I had first Brandon, my man's like, you mean, but I ain't even know that joint had dropped. So I was already, you mean, but once I posted that joint started going up. I dropped the snippet and shit. Then the next slide over, it was rated R. You mean? So I go smoke at the graveyard and shit for my cousin's birthday. I get back. I go on and say, you have violated Instagram guidelines. Delete my shit. That shit was going up too. I ain't gonna hold you. I had the gram on smash for like an average street.
Yeah, that was, and for people who might not seen it, that was an interview he had did with Live from the Trap. He was telling them about how he was in King of Diamonds with the strippers in his face. I thought that was funny because I thought the part of the interview was the funniest. You were talking about how the strippers was all around you and the one behind you taking your money out your hand.
Yeah.
So that shit, I'm like, yo, that's probably what he do.
Yeah, that's probably what they do. Like, you mean, they see a nigga. They gonna be like, oh, he got money. And they just get on there with you bad. And they think they slick. It's cool though. I fuck with the strippers. I love strippers.
So you love the strippers? So you the type of guy who really blow the bag in the
No,
club?
I'm not. I'm that dude. I'm not. When I say I love the strippers, it's like I respect what they doing and they getting how they live. So you mean I'm not on no I'm about to spend my money with the strippers. I ain't one of them bulls.
Are you like that with females in general? Or do you gotta be like your lady in order for you to treat them like that? Or are you even a relationship type of dude? Like,
I'ma do right by you regardless. But I'm gonna do the regular shit like the shit that you shouldn't have to ask for. But if you my girl, I'm gonna jack that bag. I ain't gonna hold you. I be checking out.
do it take a lot for a girl to get that out of you, or you just generous?
These females know, you mean, I'm not no tricky ass young boy, but if I fuck with you, you know I only fuck with you. That's the key. Cause I be doing the same shit for 10 different females. Oh, bro.
So what's the same shit, like paying for their nails?
Yeah, standard shit, like standard shit. You mean if you that John, if I got 10, nah, I'm about to snitch on myself. I'm drawing. Oh, bro, I'm drawing.
I was gonna say, next question. So pretty much, I think you're definitely painting a good picture of what you're trying to come with, what you're going to come with, and fans are really anticipating that project. I think that's going to be the next step to help solidify what you've been building. Because the content's there, it's just more so like that full length, something we could ride to rather than, a single. So we're definitely looking forward to that.
I was definitely going to say, because I feel like that's another thing I want to create with the team, like a cohesive sound. Because I feel like a lot of my songs ain't really songs you could listen to back to back just yet, because it's like all my last 10 drops I all been a different. I feel like I all was growing up still, all been a different person, so they all got a different sound.
But right now you feel like you're in a pocket where you already know, again, like what you're trying to convey and how to move and put that message forward. So what is one thing that you want fans to take away from this interview?
One thing I want them to take away is that, like, you mean, I'm coming real hard with the music. I'm gonna give y'all enough content to suffice y'all, and it's we going up from here. Always tap in, cause I'm always gonna give y'all what y'all want to hear.
Okay. Tell the people where to find your music, where to find your Instagram, socials, everything like that.
I'm on all platforms. Melo Da Don, MELO, space DA, space DON. You mean, I'm on Instagram at South 13th Street. I mean, Twitter, I'm on Twitter, Melo Da Don 3.
Right. Again, we thank you for sitting down, talking with us. It's another Cloudy Conversation. Your girl, Big T, Melo Da Don. It's a wrap.
Say that, you know what?